I'm baking for you, baking for me. I'm baking for my whole family. Check it out. Today's meal, rotisserie chicken with probably a box of that rice-a-roni. Chop up some burrito bread, open up a can of pinto beans, voila. Shop freezer, shop pantry. Amazing. Okay, so I'm washing the whole chicken, about to get ready to string it up, meaning I'm gonna take some of that rope and tie the legs together so they don't flop around in the rotisserie. Okay. The bird is in the rotisserie, spinning round and round. Can't wait for it to get done. Leftovers will be made into chicken salad. Loving it. Can't beat these. What do I want to call them? Well, it's going to be skimpy chicken salad because after we get through eating it first as a rotisserie rated chicken, then whatever's left on the bones. Skimpy meal. Skimpy meat meals. And it's going to be a skimpy meat meal chicken salad. So good. So good. Okay, hope you guys are enjoying this little snippet of what's on the menu on the shopped pantry freezer low budget meal ideals shared. Miss Janita's Kitchen. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I believe I missed grocery chats yesterday. Been a little busy trying to do too much. But anyway, it'll be made up. But today, I am in here sharing something I got on sale. 79 cents a box for this rice-a-roni. And the sale is over because I did this video. I was supposed to do it beforehand to share the deal, but it didn't work out that way. But anyway, I got this rice 79 cents a box at Food for Less. That sale is over. I got 3 cilantro lime and 3 beef rice-a-roni. Pretty good deal because it's at the Dollar Tree. It's $1.25. So 79 cents. That was good enough for me. But anyway, I come on here to discuss what's going on that I've heard on the news, seen in an article, videos, and let me share. I was checking out something and they were talking about, like in New York City, for instance, they were saying in New York City, they had provided shelter and hot showers, a place to sleep, clean bathrooms for migrants, right? And one article I was looking at, they were showing the people how they live prior to making it to the United States, to where they were migrating from, and the conditions they had, where they were using the bathroom out in a hole somewhere, and no, you didn't have a tent or nothing, you didn't have any shelter, and you slept on the ground with meager belongings because you're doing all this travel and trying to get here. And some of these people were coming from a long way, and I don't know exactly how it worked for them to get bused into New York. And what's going on here is, what I'm trying to say is, it seemed like the people was ungrateful, because if you're gonna come from a place of discomfort, cold, no bathroom, no hot water, no hot meals, and then when they say this bus in New York took them to the shelter, that they providing. Not only that, you guys know that they in New York they was providing. Some people were lucky enough to get hotels to live in. And the city was in New York was paying for this stuff. That state was paying for that. So they ran out of hotel vouchers or motel vouchers. The migrants living good, being taken and getting everything paid for is just, hey, bless. If you come from somewhere, you know, that was not as wonderful as they provided for you when you got to New York or wherever they doing this at. We're providing shelter and hot meals, clean water, and you don't have to pay for it. But anyway, the point is, when they got to New York in this bus, they took them to the new shelter because they ran out of hotels and stuff and other shelters. So the New York State made some shelter at this large vacant lot. It's way out of town, but hey, still, the place had a place for you to sleep, shelter, had hot showers, a clean bathroom, hot meals every day, and you know, better than your circumstances from where you came from. But it was unbelievable when those people were bused over there to the provided shelter the city was giving them. And I think they said allegedly it was like $20 million to set all that up. And the bus brings the migrants. And do you know these folks had nerve to turn around and talk about they didn't want that and got back on the bus? And it's like, where y'all think y'all going if you don't want that shelter and the other shelters are booked? None vacant, it's not available. Why is your ass being picky about where you getting shelter provided? And I hear say allegedly they were saying that, oh, it's not good for their kids and blah blah blah. Wasn't you and your kids just outdoors sleeping on the ground in the cold? What the hell? Talking about the shower outside the building. You didn't even have a shower. According to what I seen, they didn't even have nowhere to bathe. You outside until you made it over to the States, the United States. And now these people, well, not these people. And then the migrants got the nerves to turn down free shelter, food, clean water, bed, somewhere to sleep, electricity, plug your stuff in, whatever, and you said you don't want to live there. I don't know, y'all, because if I'm coming from a place and I was outdoors, I'm cold, I'm wet, I smell, I'm tired of being bunched and crunched up, and now I have a nice place to stretch out. Okay, might never be no privacy, but hell, wasn't no privacy when you was out doing all of other hundreds of people. So I don't know what the deal is, but in my opinion, if that was me, I'm gonna accept it until I can do better. I'm gonna accept that. But these migrant folks, they said hell no and got back on the bus. It was like, wow. And then not only that, I seen another article where allegedly the low-income people were highly pissed and upset about the migrants and, well, if you want to say illegal immigrants or whatever, during the times where they pass out the turkeys and all the free food and all that. They said they were showing the low-income folks that, you know, waited, that wanted their little stuff. The migrants and all the other people was already in line cleaning out the dang donations. So that tickled me to death. The low-income folks depend on their free turkeys, mashed potatoes, and rice and whatever else they gonna get for the holidays. And now we got more holidays coming up. And then can you imagine in the kitchens, the soup kitchens or whatever, and probably a few pantries with all the migrants and the illegal aliens, all that stuff they call them, the people that come from different countries to come to America, the American dream, they want to say, and have a better life, they are inconveniencing the low income, low budget people. That would really piss me off too. If I was, me and my kids was, if I was a younger woman, I had kids, you don't even have to be young, you be older, and you know, you depend on your free turkey, your free food, and you get to the spot and it's miles long because all the migrants are there first. So that tickled me to death. No, the low income people are being challenged. It's competition out there in the street for free this and free that, all that stuff. They doing a lot for migrants, and it ain't none of my business. People are people, and yes, people, they trying to help people, but you can't help everybody. It's just too, it's overwhelming out there in some of these states, that especially California do the same thing. Shoot, because for a minute, everything in California, I had noticed previously, for a minute, everything they were putting in Spanish. Like when I was a long time ago looking for jobs, the application, the jobs were saying you had to be bilingual and everything. And I was like, well, that's not kind of fair. I'm not bilingual. I just need a job. I want to do that job, but I have to be bilingual. But that's what they, I guess it's still going on. And now, shoot, I know why some people could get upset about that, but y'all leave y'all opinions in the comment section. What y'all think about this? Low income people, are people just depending on that food, that the turkeys and all the free fixings and stuff, and not worrying about if they was gonna get it or not. But now they have competition and they not getting anything, because by the time they get up there, all that stuff gone. Because you know how many migrants are out there, and illegal agents, everybody, shoot, they gonna feed folks and so forth. So, but that just tickled me to death. The low income is in competition with the non-existent people that don't have an income at all in line getting the food, and that just really pissed them off. I can't imagine, because you was dependent on that. You know, people like still on recipients that get a budget of a certain amount of money and food stamps, and that way, you know, it's not enough to last the whole month. And the price of food these days, you would be welcoming those free food donations, turkeys, all that pie and all that stuff, and here the immigrants getting it all before you could even get a chance. Your eyes just bugging out and looking at all these folks in line getting what is supposed to be what is yours, and now it's theirs. So hey, it's a lot going on in the world, you guys, and a lot of people flooding over here. And oh, besides that, okay, y'all say in the comments what y'all think about all that stuff. And also, oh, I seen an article. Y'all know Black Friday, they say, was not like it used to be back in the day. Ain't nobody sitting up in the cold waiting in long lines anymore. That stuff was deserted. Nobody was, it ain't like it used to be. Since COVID, it took out a bunch of people. I guess we don't even realize it's so many people died from that shit. In a lot of store, right? I got so much to say. It's just a lot. It's a lot. My husband and I had went out the other day and we passed by this Rite Aid. I used to coupon there. Rite Aid is closing dang near all their stores. The online shopping, they say, has taken over, and more people shop online these days, because the article I seen where they showed the malls and the stores, those parking lots were deserted. Nobody was out there waiting in the cold. They do all that stuff online. Amazon has flipped the script. People shop online. Walmart and a whole bunch of other stores just closing down their brick walls and letting you do what they'll do online. And it is a little better though online, because as certain size women and men, you can find your clothes size better online than you can when you're going inside of a store. But y'all, I'm gonna get out here because I know I always make these long videos. I see nowadays folks only going a minute or two, but hey, that's the ones that's winning. But anyway, like I say, that shit just tickled me to death. The low income folks are being in competition with the migrants and the illegal immigrants, aliens, excuse me. They got plenty names for folks come from different countries, refugee, all these folks come over here and getting free this, that, and the other, and the legal citizens that depend on certain resources are being, you know, it's competition. They're not getting anything anymore, so to speak. You might well say that. They probably, you know, doing a whole lot more for folks that weren't born over here, whatever, and haven't been legalized. They get more, probably allegedly receiving more resources than the citizens over here that depend on things too, that aren't being aren't receiving anything nowadays. Because like I say, they giving migrants and I guess refugees, illegal aliens vouchers to stay in hotels, motels, to get them, you know, put them shelter. But when you think about it, you see all the homeless people and people, that's a whole nother story now, because I read an article where the rent's so high, the older people, you know, they on fixed budgets and can't afford no $2,000, $3,000 rent. Little Social Security check or little benefit money it's not gonna afford them. That's why there's so many homeless people out here, I'm telling y'all. And now you competing with migrants and all the other folks traveling over here, made it here, and you gotta compete for the resource. But the competition, shoot, they winning. The immigrants or the migrants are winning, and it just leave the legal citizens without a lot. So what you guys think about these things going on? Have you heard about any of this? Have you ever thought about this going on? Y'all in your cozy house, not worried about nothing, but all these things are going on. People is going on, fighting and arguing and upset you ain't getting nothing, and they giving it all away to people that just coming over here by the footloads. But like I say, it's people, they need help, but shoot, I don't know what the solution gonna be, because everybody, that's, oh my goodness, it's a lot to deal with. And then it just makes you wonder if you getting provided, somebody that spent millions of dollars for shelter, and then you turn your nose up at it. Like, what? Really? Somebody is spreading some news to these people that need help, to tell them that, oh, you could get better than that. You don't have to accept that. I don't know who's spreading that, but they finding out, they gonna find out that's not so. If they busing you to a shelter place and you don't want it, and you have to get back on the bus, where you think they taking you? You going back to where you started? I hear tell that some of them talking about they got it better where they came from. Is that right? But this is all what I read and seen in articles, y'all. This is not me out there personally witnessing this going on. I see it in the news, I see it in articles, I see it on videos of people, you know, keeping a record of all that stuff going on. But if y'all seen the same thing, say so in the comment section. Later. And I will do grocery chats. I'll make sure I have it out there next time. Sorry about that, Pat. Get your emergency bag out of the closet, please. Stay ready. Get your emergency bag out of the closet now.